what do you do when a parent or older family member needs to downsize and move quickly and lives far away in another state? I'm here today with two terrific professionals, Sheilah Sable of Call Sheilah and Liz Halvorsen of Mess to Bliss. And they're going to tell us a little bit about what they do to facilitate a move. I'm Nina Sher with Albany Realty Group.
Hi, thank you. I would be happy to tell you what we do. So generally, I get calls from people who are downsizing, sorting, organizing, packing, moving, unpacking, and so forth. So we have a basic recipe. The ingredients are always the same. So even if I'm dealing with folks who are far flung and their parents are here, it's the same recipe. And I work closely with the folks. We can do virtual walkthroughs to get an idea of what needs to happen. We can do all kinds of, texting back and forth. I'm in the home. I'm the family's kind of agent on the ground to make things happen. Make sure that all of the family members have kind of weighed in. What do they want to keep? What does the parent need? What do they need in the new residence? And then figure out, are things donatable? Should things be sold? Should things be just kind of junked? Because sometimes, no matter how you slice it, things are just debris. And then we facilitate all of that. We help with the downsizing, we help with the sorting, we help with the donating. We can run a sale. We can kind of bring antiques buyers in instead of, just a public sale, whatever works for the family. If things are really on a tight kind of timeline, we figure out another way to do things. The quickest way, of course, is to donate everything, but not everybody loves that. And I am certainly flexible when I'm working with families. Families are the boss. I make suggestions. We do the boxing up, the packing up. We'll run the sale. We do the shipping. If I'm sending stuff to Indianapolis for families, I've certainly done that. And then we do the clean out, and then we clean the home. So kind of a one-stop shop, and always working closely with the family, who are typically under duress, right? They're dealing with a far-flung family member who's not doing well, and they can't deal with it on their own because they're not here. So
right, and it's a great assistant to a realtor who may have to come in and get the home ready for sale if it's not a rental. Sometimes you're working with rentals, but a lot of times you're working with homes that need to be sold. So this is a really, part of the team that really helps with that. Liz, where do you come in this process?
Sure, I do a lot of support with the realtor like yourself. I do more of the kind of emotional support. I have a background in counseling, so knowing that this is a big change, like Sheilah had mentioned, just kind of coming in, supporting the family members that are going to need to downsize, as well as supporting the family that lives far away, letting them know that, we do a large scale macro organizing. And then I tend to come in and fine tune and do a little bit more micro organizing, like what's really essential for the move. Like Sheilah said, what don't they need? What's going to get kind of hauled away, donated, and then really look at the essentials, because oftentimes it's not just a year or two of things. It's normally decades of things that need to get sorted and gone through.
That's for sure. Well, here's what I want you to remember, that distance doesn't mean that your loved one has to go through this transition alone, and you have the personal touch, and you do the larger organizing of the move and make it ready for a realtor to come in and get the house ready. We're kind of like your local team. And this was episode 1 in our Decluttering and Downsizing series. And episode 2, we'll talk about the actual stuff, which can be very problematic after years and years of accumulation, and how we all deal with getting rid of, transitioning that stuff to other places. And not having it be too overwhelming. So I'm Nina Sher, and I have done downsizing workshops in the town of Bethlehem for over a decade. We'll be having our next one in the fall and another in the spring. We'll have more information about that in the notes in our that follow this. And thank you for watching.